Hi boys and girls, our phonics lesson today is on double final consonants. And that means that words may have two of the same letters at the end of them, but they only make one sound. So this has two Z's, but it just says one sound, Z. And I'll show you some examples of words that have Z at the end. Okay? This can be a double final consonant. You would never see two of these letters, the same letters, begin a word. They're always at the back of a word, never at the beginning, but they make one sound. Don't go because it'll show that you don't have any education. You know that this is a double final consonant and it makes one sound. And these are two D's and they make the D sound. Two G's make the G sound. It's as if there wasn't even a second G. You can just ignore the other consonant because it only makes one sound. And these two consonants make the S sound. Remember, they're final consonants. That means they go at the end of words. So now we're going to practice. Okay, so here's Z. Two Z's make the Z sound. So what would this say? And this doesn't have a picture for it, but let's go ahead and practice. B-uzz, buzz. See how the Z only made one sound? Z. I did not say buzz, z. Because I remembered this is a double. That means there's two of them. Final. That means it's at the end of the word. Consonant. That means it's not a vowel. Buzz. Okay, now we're going to practice this one. What does this one say? Good job. You did not say. Okay, here's another one. Doesn't have a picture. Cliff. 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 If you ever get to go to the Grand Canyon, you'll be able to look down a cliff. A mile down is the bottom of the gorge of the canyon. Okay, next one we're going to practice is G. Right, it didn't say G, G. All right, if you can read it, I will show you the picture. Egg, egg, egg. Okay, it was an egg. All right. So let's do this one. What does this double final consonant say? S. And what does this say? Let's sound it out. Get your mouths ready. K. Is. Kiss. Aw, what a loving child. Maybe her dad's going to go to work and so she's going to give him a kiss to let him know he's loved, even though he has to go have a hard day at work. Okay, put this one over here. Here's another one that has the double final S. Dress. 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 And there's a picture of a dress. Okay, now there's something you need to know. Included in the double final consonants is the CK. Because C says K and K says K, they decided that they would call this a double final consonant. The sound is what they're talking about because these are two different letters. So C and K, we don't say K, K. We just say K. There's two letters. They both make the K sound, but instead of saying K, K, we just say it once. And so here's an example. Ch, ick, chick. The CK, I didn't go chick, chick. The CK made one sound. K, k, chick. Okay, I'll put this over here. Here's another example of a CK word. D, k, duck. The CK made one sound, k, and there's a duck. Okay, let's go back to just a double L. It makes the ol sound. Let's go ahead and sound this word out that has a double L at the end. W, L, well, well. It's a deep hole in the ground, and you can get water. If you aren't on the city water supply, you have to buy a house that has a well on it. Okay, next one that has a double final consonant at the end is this one. B, L, bell. So there's a bell to ring. Maybe if it's lunchtime and the kids are outside playing, the mom will ring a bell rather than have to yell at them. And here's another one that has two L's at the end. Now this one was a B. This is a bat and a ball. This is a D because it has a doorknob and a door. So it's D, all, doll. I did not say D. I did not say doll. I just said doll. Made one old sound. Okay, finally we have this one. QU says qua, qua, ill, quill, quill. Here's a picture of a quill. The old days, they'd get the feathers from whatever bird and they would dip it in ink and that's how they would write. This is a fancy one. Okay, so thank you. That's our lesson for the day. Toodaloo.